Hello everyone. Purchased a couple more silver bullion products. Thought I'd make a video, share with everyone my experience and thoughts on them. And so let's get started. As you can see here, got two 100-ounce Engelhard bars. 999 fine silver, 100 troy ounce Engelhard, and as the name has it, individual serial numbers, which is popular amongst collectors. Since I've been collecting silver bullion for the last couple of years, I've never made the jump to 100-ounce bars. Always just made smaller increments in usually 1 ounce, 5 ounce, or 10 ounce. But these bars came available to me from a local coin dealer, and I couldn't beat the price. These are my first Engelhard bars of any kind. I never really avoided the name, but usually with this name comes a higher premium in the silver, and when I was purchasing silver for an investment, I thought, why not get the best value? So I never really bought into the Engelhard premium, but for the price I got these bars, I didn't pay that premium. So what better name to get than Engelhard for the first 100-ounce bars? My first thoughts on them were impressive, and that wasn't by the finish or the look, but the sheer size. These are just a thick clump of silver, a true silver bar, and they're heavy. I think they're maybe about 6 or 7 pounds each of silver. You're almost not even using troy ounces anymore. You can use pounds to measure these. The bars have a nice finish to them. You can see there's a little scrape here and some imperfections or toning or tarnishing in the silver, just because these bars have been around since maybe the 80s or prior. Somebody who's more professional on the Engelhard line may be able to use it. Here's my serial numbers. Nothing to hide here. These bars are legitimate and purchased from a reputable dealer, so no reason to hide them. I imagine these bars were made at different time periods, because although they look the same, there are some differences, and maybe the serial numbers will show that. But this bar on the left here has a more cleaner finish to it, a little more brilliance in the silver. Also, the words and the stamping are a little bit more bold. They look like they were stamped a little bit harder, as well as the Engelhard and the serial number. On this bar, I'll put a little closer, the words almost seem to be engraved. They're a little thinner, the lettering, it's less bold, and that's the same throughout. So it's a little differences, but they're virtually the same exact size. This bar, however, you see on the side here, has a chamfer or beveled edge all the way around. Kind of a nice, it softens it up a little bit, a little 45. This bar, straight all the way across. And once again, these bars are notorious for being faked or drilled out. Typically these bars are drilled out on the side here. A few holes are drilled all the way through the bar, and then they're filled with lead, and then the side is put back on. So there are a lot of fake Engelhard bars out there, and I have no doubt that these two are legitimate. So I thought it would be interesting to show the video on two legitimate Engelhard bars that have different features on them, because it's pretty neat. It goes to show the company's evolution in manufacturing. These bars are very heavy. I paid a very low premium over silver for them, so I know that this was a heck of an investment for me. To give you the size of these bars in comparison with other bars, I'll show you here. Is pretty something everyone's going to know. This is a Johnson & Matthey 1 ounce silver bar, flat pancake bar in its sealed packaging. I'm sure everyone owns one of these or has something like it for a scale size. So I'll just put this bar on there. I'll give you a little view here of how massive these Engelhard bars are. So here's the Johnson & Matthey right next to it, and it really dwarfs it on the front, but what really makes it dwarfed is the thickness. So here's the bar next to it, and you could probably stack 10 of these tall before you're at the top of it. So really dwarfs. These bars are not that impressive by the manufacturing, but they are by their size. Let's give you another comparison of their size. Here is a hand-poured 1 ounce bar. This is made by the Atlantis Mint, which I really like. I purchased this one. It's 1 troy ounce silver, $9.99, and it has a couple skull and crossbones on it. I thought that was interesting. Got this for a nice price over silver. They do a nice job on it. Highly polished. Has a nice feel in the hand. Its size is smaller than the standard bars in the industry. Here's the Johnson & Matthey right next to it. So as you can see, it's a cute little bar, but it's thick. That's where it gets its weight from. And it's a neat bar. So to put that on the Engelhard, almost looks kind of funny next to it. So essentially one of these. It takes 100 of them to produce one 100-ounce bar, but as you can see, just the size of this bar is just really impressive. I've seen them before, but now that I own it and I've been playing with the 100-ounce bars and comparing them to some other silver that I have, really interesting. And you can tell these bars were produced not for glamour or look, they were produced for function. What's the best way we could store a lot of silver in a compact design? And this is it. This is probably the smallest you're going to find a 100-ounce bar, because that's just what they weigh. Now there are different sizes, but I like the squared off look of this. The Johnson & Matthey bars have a more poured look. This is like a brick. It's about 1 inch thick. It's probably about 6 inches long, maybe 3.5 inches wide. Big bar. It's really heavy. It has a nice ring to it. Did the ring test. Gives a nice high pitch, that beautiful high pitched silver ring. I'll give you another size comparison for the bar. Here's a 100-gram bar from Scottsdale. It's a little over 3 ounces. And you put that right on top there. As you can see, this bar will pretty much put anything down. It dwarfs everything. It's not a 100-ounce bar, probably. And like I said, both these bars are pretty much the same size. They stack on top of each other real well. As you can see here, they have a nice little polish to them. These bars have probably been used for different bullion collectors over the years. They have their wear marks on them from people, hopefully bartering and trading them. Anyone that collects silver would like to see that. It goes to show you that these are used. They're handled for investment, trading, bartering, whatever, as a form of currency. And in addition to collecting, that's why we ultimately invest, is so that we can use this for something we may need, whether it's goods, services, financial gain. And these are neat bars, and what I like about them is I can watch the market a little bit more easily. Silver goes up 20, 30 cents, and I got 100-ounce bars. It's simple math at that point, easy to trade. That's pretty neat. Still not too impressed with 100-ounce bars. I still have the 10-ounce bar would be my choice. I'd rather see 2 nice 10-ounce pyramids instead of this. They look nicer. There's more of them, easily to break down. But I guess as a collector or investor, it's always good to have some nice, boy, they are heavy, some nice 100-ounce bars in your portfolio. So I hope this video was helpful to anyone looking to purchase bars. I'd certainly like to see some comments. I don't know much about the serial numbers. I know a lot of people pay a certain premium for lower serial numbers and different letter series. These are P series bars, whatever that means. So after this video, I'm going to do a little bit more research, but if you are watching this video and you know the answers, I'd hope you'd post them. That way I can be educated a little bit more, and maybe we can communicate, talk about some silver. So hope this video was helpful and you enjoyed it. Thanks for your time.